Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypto Time. So right now I'm actually on my cruise. This is a pre-recorded video. However, I wanted to talk about my thoughts on the situation we're in with the current market. So we've been trading sideways for about half the year, right? We're coming on to September. We started this crazy bear market at about February of this year. So we're coming in on 6 months. And we have been in between this barrier here that I should have used a different color than green. But if we go to the 6 month here, we've been trading inside this bracket of low sixes to high fives to higher nines, barely breaking 10 once, but most of the time not really touching it. You know, the 5-figure barrier is something that's thrown around a lot. And, you know, people say once we break the 10K, we're going to go bullish. And I've had a lot of different thoughts. I've learned a lot over this past 6 months. And the number one thing that I've learned is you cannot, unless you're someone who is a daily trader or you're somebody who needs to be on the market all the time, if you're just somebody who's holding and you're waiting for this to happen, and every other YouTuber and every other article is telling you it's going to happen when this happens, and we're going to go back 20K when this happens. And, you know, I'm a culprit of doing that too. You know, in the early stages of this bear market, I was like, okay, well, when this happens, I bet this is going to happen. And just trying to predict this market. And you have to realize, you cannot predict this market. The cryptocurrency market is so stupidly irrational and just does not move like any other market ever has. You can't try to predict it, you know, and saying this is going to happen and that's going to happen, you can do that all day. And you can listen to 40 different opinions and you'll get 40 different answers on when we're going back to 20K, when we're going to this number or that number, or we're going back down or going back up, whatever the case may be. My personal thoughts and what I have learned is the best option is to just not worry yourself with it. Buy into your positions. Be confident in the projects that you invest in. That's how you do it. That's it. And then, you know, if you have that much confidence in that investment and you think it's going to go to here or it's going to go back to here, that's what you wait for. Or you wait until a certain point where you're happy enough to what you've made. You've made your ROI. You've made your ROI plus some. Whatever your number is, find that number. When you get there, sell off or sell a portion or sell 20% or 10%, or maybe you want to get to this number, sell 5%. The next number you're going to do 15 and then 20 and then sell to your position that way. But if you're somebody who is invested in a project and you come and you watch news every day and you wait for Bitcoin to do this, wait for Bitcoin to do that, trust me, it's going to ruin you. It's going to ruin your life. I'm sure a lot of you have already experienced this, you know, the constant worrying, the constant stress that's caused from this. When I stopped, you know, looking for videos every day, when I stopped looking for news, when I stopped waiting for Bitcoin to move and I started being proactive about my investments and I started being proactive about the market, you know, and doing things outside of this, just the traditional invest and wait, it really changed my outlook on cryptocurrency, because I was pissed off at cryptocurrency for a long time, you know, or not a long time, for maybe like a month-ish, like a month, because it just wasn't moving. And no matter what anybody said and no matter what anybody did, it just wasn't moving. You know, and so, well, the point I'm trying to get across, I know there's a lot of babble in this video, but the point I'm trying to get across is, if you're upset with your investments, if you're upset with the market, look for ways to be active then. Don't just sit there and wait for your investment to do this and wait for your investment to do that. Have those investments and just have them sit there and wait for the points that you're comfortable selling in. But while that's happening, you could be doing 5, 10 other things in the cryptocurrency market. You know, there's a bunch of other things you can do in the cryptocurrency market to make money, actively and passively. You know, you could start doing day trading. You could join day trading groups. You could do the masternode kind of stuff. You could do mining. You could do staking. There's so many different things you can do in the cryptocurrency market to make money that I think a lot of people don't really realize. And they just buy into a project and they watch Bitcoin and don't take their eyes off the charts, and it's just not a healthy way to go about the investment. So all I'm trying to get across in this video is that, in my opinion, I don't know when Bitcoin's going to go back to certain prices. I don't know what's going to cause it. I'm going to watch the market as I do, check in every couple of days on the price. Well, that's a lie. I check every day on the price, but I used to be much more involved than I am now. You know, I used to check price and watch the charts and check in every couple of hours, and when this happens, I expect this to happen. But nowadays, you know, I wake up, I check the price. Oh, Bitcoin fell 10%. That sucks. Oh, Bitcoin rose 10%. Awesome. Let's see if it keeps going. You know, and that's kind of how I'm handling it. I know a lot of people might have dangerous amounts of money at stake, and that's a bit of a different situation. But for the most of us who are casually investing and waiting for this investments to pan out, I would highly suggest finding other things to do in the cryptocurrency market rather than just wait for the prices. So that's what I got to say about the market. Those are my ideas. Again, I don't know when we're going to 20K. I don't know when we're going to 50K, 100K, etc., etc. Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin does. There's a lot of regulation problems right now. I believe ETFs just got rejected. That's not a good sign. But I think they're being actually reviewed by the SEC or something like that, or the rejection is being reviewed. I know that there's some kind of second chance thing going on. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, guys. Just find other things to do in the cryptocurrency market rather than just stare at Bitcoin price and waiting for it to go up. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe this will help some people. Again, when I come back from my cruise, whole new brand of content is coming. Quality is going up tenfold. It's going to be amazing. So I hope you guys are ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm very excited for that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. So until then, everybody.